Here we go, the story I've been avoiding talking about. Alex Navarro, take me down the Atari accusations.
Oh, this thing is so wild.
This is a weird one.
So Atari has that console they swear up and down they are making.
Mm-hmm.
There's like an Indiegogo thing. There's all sorts of shit going on with this thing. I don't know a whole lot about the box itself, but I know that there's a cautious optimism at best for this thing.
Mm-hmm.
They did some interviews around GDC, I guess, and one of them was, the end resulting article was like fairly critical of the thing and the things they were saying in the demo that they were doing. And I guess the people at Atari got out, I don't know if it was on Facebook or something else, but they posted a thing where they were like, this writer was writing what he wanted to hear, not what he was said in the interview. And this is, it basically just like casting aspersions toward this reporter's reporting on this thing. So
it was on Facebook, by the way.
Yes. So the Register, which is the publication in question, rebutted this today by posting several audio clips from the interview that they did, saying, no, this is exactly what they said. And this...
Literally posting the audio clips saying, hey, when he says this, here's the audio of it saying that.
I don't care how mean an article is to the product that you are putting out. If you know that a reporter is recording your interview, why the fuck would you take this tactic to try and downplay the thing?
I thought you said off the record.
Well, maybe, and again, it's not like people hide this isn't like a sting operation.
No.
People don't hide their recording devices.
They put it on the fucking table in front of them.
Sometimes people
so they can get the whole room.
Yeah, but to record a one-on-one conversation, unless you're wearing a lav or something, you know what I mean? It's probably, I don't get it.
This is wild, and it's this whole thing has already seemed kind of sus from the beginning. Atari saying, "Oh, we're doing a new console," but kind of being wishy-washy about what the tech is and how they're gonna position it within.
I think the harder. I'll just read what Atari officially said about this interview at first. This is not the rebuttal. This was about the article.
This is the thing they were initially rebutting.
Yeah, they said, because I guess a user had posted hey, I have concerns based on this article I just read about the Atari box. And Atari said, if I'm getting this correctly, Atari said, quote, we honestly can't explain that article either. Our executive sat with that reporter for half an hour, and he wrote what he wanted instead of what was discussed with him. Sadly, there are even irresponsible trolls in professional positions, I guess. We clearly said that we are bringing engineering design models to GDC, and lots of people clearly don't understand what that means. Hunks of plastic? Well, yeah, that's how you finalize the designs and confirm that you got the look and feel you want for the finished products. It pains me to say this last word here, so I'm not going to do it.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be said.
It doesn't need to be said. I fucking hate when people end their articles.
Yeah, it
Yes.
sucks. So now this goes on to just say well, when they said they didn't say this, they actually did. And
the article literally goes on to be
so here's the part where he actually said
here's
that.
what we wrote, and here's the audio clip.
It was basic questions, things like, hey, if I plug some of this stuff into, a laptop or another console, what happens? There were a lot of very specific questions I guess were being asked, and they just straight up didn't have answers for. And it's that on its own is not great, but whatever. They're obviously not close to releasing this thing, so it's not a great look, but it's not the end of the world. But coming at this way,
it's the aggressive nature.
And then knowing that there is straight up a fucking audio record of you saying these things, and this reporter not just pulling this shit out of the air.
Got to chill the fuck out, man.
I've only just seen this now, but is there one or two that are just so blatantly, obviously contradicts what they were claiming they didn't say? Is it just stuff that's
it's just the fact that they said he wrote what he wanted and not what was said.
Right.
And it's no, he's writing the things that you said. And, there is a degree of editorializing in that, this person was saying I have concerns about these things that were said, but it's not like he was pulling that out of nowhere.
Yeah. I think that when I looked back at the original article, there's a tone in it that's this is frustrating. I kind of want answers to these things about this Atari box. But then having the supporting audio there really undermines any kind of, fuck it, man. Just trying to take down everything as this fake news shit. It's fucking infuriating.
Yeah.
And I'm glad somebody can be out there being no, hey.
Yeah.
Literally a record.
Yeah.
There's literally a record.
Yeah.
Did you see what they're doing with that Gotti movie? Like
Oh,
the ad
yeah, I
campaign?
did.
That's
Yes.
amazing.
There's
What is that?
that awful John Travolta Gotti biopic
Isn't
thing.
that sitting real nice at 0%?
Exactly.
It's pretty low.
It's-
Yeah.
That's the angle they're taking. Is like the new commercials on Twitter and stuff are like, hey, so critics hated this, but all the people that are seeing it are raving about it. So who are you going to trust? A troll critic behind a keyboard or the people?
Oh no.
And that's like their fucking trailers now.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You know, but that movie will not.
Oh, it looks
do
fucking
well,
terrible.
So
Yeah.
it's,
All right. So that's going to end it for the news.
man,
Wild
it's
times.
tough.
Wild times.
Wild times.
Wild times.